All right, so these are the patch notes that come out on Tuesday. So today is Thursday the 28th. This patch comes out Tuesday the 3rd. I have not looked at these yet. I know that there's some jungle changes in here. I'm assuming it's like the jungle AI / other jungle tank changes that are in here. So we're going to look over these. All right, let's see what they've got. First balance patch notes of Season 3 are here. Update will include some exciting mix-ups to jungle, changes to camp respawn timers, and general camp durability. Interesting. Broader goal of these jungle changes is to improve the overall gameplay loop for junglers and form the form of additional pathing choices. A greater opportunity cost when opting for too many ganks. Interesting. Yo, so dirty with the 8-monther, dog. Welcome back. Welcome back to the pin zone. And Q series with the tier 1, dog. Thank you, thank you. Glad you're alive. I appreciate it, Q series. I appreciate it, man. I'm back. I'm back. Jungle changes are the meat, but require further tuning in time. You can also expect a range of hero adjustments and bug fixes. Very cool. The ability for Xerath to gain ult stacks on takedown. All right, I'm sure we'll get to that, but that's a good change. That's from Import. Okay. Import, I believe, is the, like, one of the lead game designers. So, store Revenant Raven Quill skin. Okay, this is a pretty good Rev skin. This is one of the Epic Games Revenant skins, I believe, right? Because this was in, I believe this skin's in Overprime as well. I think this is one of the Epic Games one. But this is a good skin. Yo, and MT Gook with a tier 1, dog. Welcome to the pin zone, man. I appreciate all the subs, guys. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Excuse me. All right. Yeah, they're doing a dev live stream next Wednesday, so the day after the patch comes out. So there's that as well. Balance changes. Drongo Boomerang cooldown increased early game, same late game. Okay. Shrapnel Cannon armor shred reduced. Shred now applies for the correct amount. Interesting. This is fine. Like, your first couple levels of Boomerang will be slightly less oppressive, but as soon as you get this to rank 3, it'll be basically the same. Let's see. Fang Mao. Base health regen decreased. Basic attack timer increased. Okay. So you have less health regen, longer attacks. His Q gains... it's less shielding early game, but a little bit more shielding at max rank. All right, that's fine. Greystone. Q cooldown reduced again, bro. This was like 16 seconds at rank 1, like 2 months ago. This has been getting reduced a lot. Like, this is down to 12 seconds at rank 1 is kind of nuts. So, same at the end of the game. Still 10 seconds at rank 5, but 12 seconds rank 1 is kind of nuts. Sacred Oath duration decrease, that's fine. Stoneforged Soul cooldown increased early game. Same late game, but a little bit more early game. Minimum healing decreased late game. And max healing decreased late game. Okay, so his ult is going to be a little less... his ult is going to be a little bit less regen-y. You're not going to get quite as much health back from it. Still pretty... Like, still obviously a strong ultimate, but... That's fine. How it goes. Kalari. Base mana increase, Shadow Walk, health regen increased, okay, by 2 at all ranks. Mana cost increase, that's fine. Chimera, armor growth decreased, that's fine. His passive, regen per stacks at levels 1 to 18 decreased. Okay, so his stacks are getting, you have the same, you get the same regen at level 1, but then as you level up, you're going to get less and less regen from his passive. So they're hitting his passive a little. And then his, oh, but his right click is getting a buff, so you get 5 passive stacks from his right click. That's actually a decent buff, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's a lot of extra recon to get. They're nerfing Gray. I mean, they're shifting him. He's getting more power in his Q. Cooldown on his Q reduced by quite a bit to get a little less healing from. Muriel, slow duration decreased. Thank God, bro. This shit is so annoying. This is just like one of the longest slows in the game, and it's so fucking annoying. Rampage. Right click, damage increased by 10. Bonus health scaling increased by 1%. Okay, those aren't going to really change. Rampage. Richter. Okay. Let's see. Base physical power decreased. Health decreased. Health growth increased a bit. Armor growth decreased. Health regen increased. Okay. So just getting a little bit of shifting there. Shock therapy. This is his Q. Power scaling increased. And base damage increased by 5. All right, bro. 5 more base damage. Damage on his E decreased only at rank 1, and then it's the same late game. And then 20% damage monsters removed. And so they're saying that the camps are getting less tanky, so Richter doesn't need bonus damage on his E anymore. That's basically what they're saying. That's fine. I don't, again, we aren't to the jungle changes yet, so I don't know how much they've reduced the HP on those by, but assuming they reduced the HP by about 20%, then, right, this nerf, like, taking the bonus damage off of this literally doesn't really change anything. It still gets this slight base damage nerf, but, like, that doesn't like, that's not crazy, right? Sereth. Her Q gets 5 base damage taken off of it, and quite a 15% scaling taken off of it. So that's pretty, like, that's a lot. This is going to incentivize more auto attack play because her Q does still proc auto, like, items, right? You're still going to want to proc items off of this, even if the base damage is much lower. Her right click scaling goes down, and her ultimate move speed goes down. So yeah, you're going to end up building more auto attack Sereth now. Just because when her power scalings go down by, I mean, she lost 20% scaling in her kit. Like, that's a lot to lose if you're going to build full power. But if you're building auto attack, that doesn't matter as much. Okay, they're labeling this as a bug fix, bro. Thoughts? So now Xeris can stack from his ultimate on takedowns. So kill or assist in your ultimate on your target will give you the power. There's no way that they're listing this as a bug fix. Is it the correct change? Yes. Personally, I think this is them just trying to say, like, oh, that's how we meant it to be the whole time. That's not how they meant it to be the whole time. So, yes, they are finally fixing this bug on Xeris Ultimate. Crests. Nex gets more power, less pen. Okay, that's fine. Nex having 15 flat pen on it to begin with is pretty fucking nuts. So, same thing, Din, yeah. Shinbi E going on cooldown when you used it instead of when it ended also was a bug fix. Not a bug fix. They're just, like, this is, like, this kind of bugs me, actually. That they can't just admit that they made it improperly, and that making it on a kill or assist is the better way to do it, and that they only made it on kills. That kind of bugs me that they can't admit that they just did it wrong. Bro, I'm about to run out of tea. What am I gonna do when I run out of tea? Gonna have to take a tea break. Jungle. All right, so here's some jungle changes. It's supposed to be like the big meat of this patch, I believe. So, Let's see. Jungle currently falls behind in other roles in regards to farming and relies heavily on getting kills and interacting with the map to get any sort of advantage. Don't necessarily agree with this. I think most people are just really bad at farming jungle. But anyway, initial pain points are the jungle camps are too durable. Agree. Jungle camps are way too tanky in this game. I think it's mostly because the jungle item sucks. Hunt is a horrible jungle item. If you compare it to any of the jungle items in Smite, the jungle items in Smite are way better. So, I think that's my main issue. Makes the time investment required to kill a camp much larger. Goal is to make the jungle role faster to play and allow for more jungler versus jungle action. Good. Making jungle camps less durable allows for other roles to be able to take jungle camps more frequently, which is true. We're always looking to improve roles' general experience and loop. In the case of jungle, the first of several balance changes aimed at nudging the role's gameplay loop and diversity in a healthier direction. All right. Alright, so, for those unaware, Hunt provides junglers with burning damage over time. Yeah, it just doesn't do anything. It does like 10 damage a second, it's worthless. Damage was also previously magical, but we're shifting it to true damage, okay? While also allowing it to apply on melee cleave damage, okay. Those are good changes. Making it easier to spread, true. On top of this, Hunt's burn effect now scales with additional stat types, ensuring that all classes of jungler can keep pace with clears throughout the game, be that a health and armor stacking rampage or a magical power assassin such as Countess. Interesting. Excuse me. Let's see. So change to true damage. Dot is now applied on cleave damage. Magical power scaling increased, doubled, okay. Health scaling increased, okay. Now scales with 15% bonus physical power. Now scales with armor. So they're just making this scale off fucking everything, bro. Interesting. So you can build jungle any way and still get good clear time. This is one of the things that I don't like about the way that jungle works in this game. Is that... why, if you are building full defense and I am building full damage, why do you get to clear at the same speed as me? That has always been my question. Why do you get to clear at the same speed as me if I have all the damage and you have all the defense? Right? I've never liked that. I just don't like that idea. I don't like it. I think it's dumb. If I'm damage, I should do more damage than you. And what this is doing is letting you build full defense and clear the same speed as me. I understand that it opens up other paths for more junglers to be played, like, you know, tanky rampage and stuff like that. But in my opinion, if you want to play tanky rampage, your clear speed should be slower than mine. And that should be one of the downsides to playing a tank in the jungle. I just think it's boring. Burn's just going to be a little bit more. Burn plus Fire Blossom is going to make tanks clear at the same speed as someone building full damage Haru. Like, it's going to be negligible, the difference between full damage and full defense in the jungle, as far as clear speed goes. They're going to be the same, bro. Camp respawns. So camps are getting colors on the map now, I'm assuming. Just because they're all named different shit now. Stop gaining health, armor, physical power at level 11 instead of 15. Black, gray, and white and brown camps respawn. Time decrease from 135 to 120. Okay. Red and blue buff. Timers increased by 10 seconds. All right. Okay, so it does tell me. I'm like, I don't know what camps these are. This doesn't mean jack shit to me. It's going to tell me here. Black camp. So the 2 camp is black camp. Base health changed. Health growth changed. Base physical power changed. So the camps will be easier to take at level 1, but they will scale up with you. So currently, things like 2 camp are just like a pain in the ass to take at level 1 because they're so fucking tanky. So they'll be a little easier to take at level 1, but then as you scale through the game, they will also scale. Base health changed. I mean, so this is, 2 camp is only losing 100 HP at level 1, right? Because this is dropping 150 and the small camp is gaining 50. So this is only changing by 100 HP, which isn't a lot. Gray camp, the large on gray camp, so this is the 3 camp, is losing, okay, this one's losing almost 400 HP. Gaining a lot of health growth though, so it will still scale. And then the smalls are gaining 40. So again, this is only, you know, what is this? Plus 80. This is only a minus 300 health for this camp. Plus hunt is better. That's a good point. Hunt, the hunt item does do more damage now, so, you know, you will be able, like, even though the health isn't going down by that much, it will still, you know, be like, you will still clear much faster, right? 4 camp, I hate 4 camp, bro. The mediums get their health increased, power decrease, power growth decrease, so they'll do a little less damage, but they're still pretty tanky. The smalls also get tankier, but do less damage. Okay, so 4 camp's gonna be tanky still, but do less damage. And 5 camp is a little bit tankier, less damage, no magic armor. Interesting. A little bit tankier. Okay, so some of the camps, so 2 and 3 camp both got less tanky, and then 4 and 5 camp both got more tanky but less damage. Interesting. And that's it. Okay. I mean, like, these jungle changes are good. I like the jungle changes. I like them giving each camp its own color. First of all, I like that. That's good. That should have already been in the game, but yeah, that's a good change. Other than that, one sec. There was one thing that got pointed out in the creator Discord that I was going to share with you guys. Okay, so the UI, there are UI changes. There are some UI changes that are going through in this patch, but they didn't make it into this blog post because they were considered bug fixes. So they will make it into the bug fixes section that will be in the patch notes when the patch goes live. So stuff like that is humming but not listed. So there you go. That's what I saw in the creator Discord that I thought about. What are those changes? I don't know. I don't know what they are. But supposedly there's some UI changes that are listed as bug fixes that will be coming with the patch. And then, yeah, I mean, I think most of the hero changes here are fine. I'm really surprised that this is the only item change in the patch. That really kind of bugs me. That there is no item changes other than this and hunt. The jungle changes are good, and I understand that this is a big change, but I would like to see some item changes. That's a little bit annoying that there's no item changes in this patch. But other than that, like, the hero changes look fine. The jungle changes look good. We'll just have to see. Gonna be like this for another 3 weeks. Well, that's my point. Like, I know that the jungle changes are like big. Like, the changes to jungle is a lot, but still, bro. Like, what if I'm a carry player What if my main role is carry, and I'm looking at this, and I see 0 carries? Okay, Drongo. Oh no, Drongo got some cooldown changes. 1 carry got touched in the patch, and 0 carry items got touched, right? Like, what if I'm a carry player? And, like, what am I supposed to do for the next 3 weeks, bro? Like, nothing changed in my role. What about a mage? True. What if you're a mid laner, bro? Nothing changed in your role either. So, we'll see.